What's up, guys? It's Ben and Jeremy with Fathouse Performance, and we are here today to talk to you about
Xona Rotors.
Xona Rotor turbos. They're one of our partners. We use their turbos on pretty much every build we do here at the shop. Their customer support is top-notch. Robert is one of the owners of Xona Rotor. He owns a company called Force Performance, and then there's a second company called TiAL Sport, which I'm sure most of you are familiar with. They make the best wastegates and blow-off valves in the industry.
The best, period.
That's true. And they collaborated and came out with a new turbo brand called Xona. And that's what we're talking about today. And their customer support with Xona is unmatched. They have came out to the shop. Robert was here in town when we first started using them, came to the shop and spent hours with us, basically educating us on turbochargers, how they work, oiling systems, back pressure, everything we can monitor. We learned
stuff.
Yeah, we learned tons about turbos that we didn't know before, and we've been using turbos for a while before that.
Oh, yeah.
So we've also known Robert for a really long time. Jeremy's known him a little longer than me.
Yeah, at least 15 years. Like Ben said, he owns Force Performance, which way back in the day made all the DSM turbos, moved into the Evo turbos. Like, we obviously come from the DSM Evo world, so we've known Robert for a long time.
Oh yeah, for sure. And the turbos are reliable. We originally started using a different brand, went through a few different brands of turbos with our packages, and we had reliability problems with pretty much all of them until we switched to Xona Rotor turbos, and we've had zero problems with them since then.
Perfect.
And we've used a ton of the turbos. Another thing we like about Xona is they listen to their customers. We needed a custom spec turbo. We needed a very compact design, so we went with
this little guy.
Yeah, this is the XR7868.
In an X2C compressor cover.
Right.
This little turbo allows us, it's nice and compact. It's basically a 62 millimeter compressor in this small compressor cover in a tiny little TiAL exhaust housing. So it allows us to fit it in a very compact modern engine bay without really being too intrusive in the engine bay. No loss of ground clearance, fits in the car tight, a whole lot of power potential. Make a whole lot of horsepower with this very small compact frame.
Yeah, it's small turbos with a big punch. And they're all made in USA, which is something we can all get behind now. Having everything made in USA. We don't have any outsourced, no China turbo stuff here. We have billet compressor wheels, billet center sections, stainless tile housings. Robert also does custom anodizing on the compressor wheels for us. As you can see, the purple here. And then we also have the gold wheels on the Jam Maker.
Company baller.
That's true. And the Jam Maker is another set of custom turbos Robert did for us. They are some of the very first XR8269 S turbos, and the S turbo technology is basically a clipped turbine wheel. It's going to allow for more exhaust flow on these large V8 engines. We've got a lot of airflow going through. We need to be able to get that out so we have low back pressure and we can make more power. And then Xona also did this turbo for Jeremy's car.
Yep. This is basically this is the XR484 HTZ, which is basically an S400 frame turbo with Robert's 84 millimeter compressor wheel, Robert's compressor cover on it, and a nice TiAL exhaust housing. So, I mean, it's still a heavy turbo, but it saves 20-something pounds off the turbo. Nice unit for sure.
Yeah, it's a lot more compact too with the tile housing on it. And saving 20 pounds is a pretty big deal on a race car these days. So it's good saving, and it's stainless, so it's not going to rust. And you also have the coating.
So that doesn't rust in like 4 seconds like you do with everybody else's turbos. These turbos won't rust on you either in 4 seconds.
Yep, everything
so
billet.
Build like a nice turbo kit, and then it rusts like before you even deliver it to a customer.
Right, yeah, they flash rust instantly when it gets wet. You wash the car. We don't worry about that with the Xona stuff. Everything's stainless and or billet. And then we also do the coating on the compressor cover sometimes. Not that it's needed for corrosion, but it looks super cool. And in closing, the Xona stuff, give them a shot. You will not be disappointed. I guarantee nobody knows more about turbos than Robert does. He will geek out with you on any day of the week to talk about turbo specs. And if you have any specific questions, he will answer all of them for you. So give the guys a check at Xona Rotor and let us know if you have any questions.
For sure.
Oh yeah, no doubt.